What's good? We back with Motor City Lions Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, and I'm talking about what are the immediate draft needs of the Detroit Lions. Of course, we do have free agency, so this can change. This is just some early pre-draft talk, real quick. One pride in the building, and of course, read that Nevin Lawson had one of the worst cornerback ratings. I think it was by Pro Football Focus or whoever it was, and I've never been a fan of him, and DJ Hayden really disappointed this year as well. But in a long time, I must say, the Detroit Lions secondary hasn't been this strong in a long, long time. On the contrary, the front seven hasn't been this, at least the front four hasn't been this weak in a long, long time. So we can start on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, we're all waiting for Killebrew maturation process to take over Tavon Wilson's strong safety spot. Tavon Wilson is a good player in this league, but next year, if Miles Killebrew, isn't able to take that spot from him, something is wrong. Obviously, it seems that with Teez Tabor getting more burn time, that he's getting better. And he may take over that number 2 cornerback spot. So, secondary-wise, we're pretty good other than some late depth or some depth and all. I like the Slay. He was first-team All-Pro. I like Quadre Diggs in the nickel. He was fantastic last year, showing that he's hitting hard, and he's covering. The nickel isn't an easy position to play, and he's doing well. And obviously, the number 2 cornerback position, is open for grabs right now. I don't know if Nevin Lawson, he's terrible, is coming back, and DJ Hayden, who's equally as terrible and horrible, is coming back. They split time, and I guess it's time to let Teez Tabor step in there and be that. Other than some depth, some depth maybe, another number 2 corner to back up Teez Tabor and Darius Slay because of injuries and some more depth. The secondary is pretty solid. Now, if we move up front, a little bit further, to the linebacker position, Jared Davis never was the same after the Odell Beckham hit, but he had a solid rookie season. I think he made first team or rookie team. But obviously, we have issues with the strong side and weak side linebacker. We need at least, several linebackers. Reeves Maben is okay. He's just too small. He's a good depth guy. But we need 2 starting, caliber linebackers on the outside. Now, depending on what the Lions defense go to, they go to a 3-4 or stay in the 4-3. That'll be unseen. I don't know. It depends when Matt Patricia get here. I know when Terrell Austin got here, he was a 3-4 guy, but they decided to go to a 4-3. And I would like to see the Lions stay in the 4-3. That's too many parts and integral parts moving. It's too hard to find a middle linebacker. They got one good one in Davis. They got to find another middle linebacker. Then they got to get some stand-up rushes on the outside. Then they got to get some big guys that can clog up the middle of the front. So, to me, I just rather see them stay in the 4-3. And New England has ran a hybrid 4-3 and 3-4. They rotate. So, let's just say they stay in the 4-3 for now, which could change. Need 2 more linebackers on the outside, obviously. So that's something to look at. So outside linebacker is a position to need. We mark that down. Defensive line, they need a defensive tackle. They need another defensive end. They got some good depth on the defensive line. They just need like a real good pass rusher to book in with Ziggy if they bring Ziggy back. If not, don't bring Ziggy back. They're going to need 2 good pass rushers. And then on the interior, they need a really, really big cog. Maybe 2 big defensive tackles, kind of make A'Shawn Robinson a rotational player, or see if somebody can unsee him. But they need 2 big defensive tackles, so that's 3 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers minimum on the defensive side. So that's 5 players on defense. I think can be a need, but free agency can cut that down significantly. Offensively, running back obviously. Like I said in other videos, I would love to bring back the whole entire offensive line. To let them gel together. Can't keep rotating and plugging and putting players in. You gotta let these guys grow together. I know they had an off season last year. Another year together, I'm willing to roll that dice with that. So we good there. Maybe some depth across the line. Obviously, we need to bring in another tight end, but draft one late, middle or late. So tight end is a position to need. Receivers all set, to be honest. Galladay can continue to grow. Marvin Jones is going to work with Randy Moss again. We did wonders this year. Tatum the inside. Basically, it's play calling when it comes to throwing, but lack of being able to run the ball. I think running back is very, very key. They need a running back. That's the primary need on offense. Running back, probably more offensive line depth, tight end. Those are the three things, they need on the offensive side. So the needs aren't as needy as they've been. We have a good kick returner in Jamal Agnew. I'd like to see offensive line grow some more, but you could bring some guys in, middle, late round guys. But basically tight end, maybe bring in two running. I like to see them get rid of every running back on the roster except for Tion Green. I know people love Theoretic, but it's time to move on. He's not a running back. He's a slot receiver. He's not fast enough to do anything. He's not powerful enough to run between the tackles. I keep Tion Green. I bring in a veteran running back. I bring in two rookie running backs. Tight end, obviously, I bring one in, middle, late round, see what he can do. And then defensive, we talked about two outside linebackers needed. And we need two defensive tackles and another pass rusher. But it's good depth along the defensive line. I'm going to say that one. It's good depth. You just need more starter calibers. More of those guys like Zettel, Spence, Washington. Those are more rotational players that you rotate in. We need some starters to go up front. So the needs are cutting down over the years with the Lions, especially with Bob Quinn. He's done an excellent job drafting. I will give him that. And we'll see where the Lions go from here, man. So let me know what y'all think. That should be the needs in the draft for the Detroit Lions and head into free agency and how y'all see it playing out or how it should play out. Don't forget to, share the page, share the video, subscribe. We gone.